That is the pitching matchup. We'll give you the lineups and have the first pitch when we come back.
Find out what's possible with the nation's fastest 3G network. AT&T. Rethink possible. And by Corona. Relax and refresh with Corona and Lime.
Welcome back to the Coliseum. Kind of a festive atmosphere tonight with Dallas Braden making his first home start since the perfect game, which was last Sunday. Rays just getting set to take the field. Our game time weather brought to you by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. The admission is free. The boardwalk is open this weekend. A cool 58 degrees. A little bit of rain around the area today, but a little darker skies, but we should be okay. It continues to be cool in the Bay Area, and it sounds like it's going to stay that way through the rest of the week, which means the rest of the homestand for the A's.
I actually heard a report come to the Coliseum today. They said this unusual winter weather would continue through Memorial Day. Okay. That's not good, because the A's will be in Detroit on Memorial Day. So it doesn't matter. See what it's like in Detroit. But, yeah, this is unseasonably cold and rainy, and just you don't expect to see it. And I'm sure clubs coming in here saying, what is happening with this weather? Normally come in, play in Oakland, great weather, especially in day games, but this weekend we'll see what happens with the Giants in town. But there will be baseball and good crowds expected. Still tickets available for the 3 games. And by the way, on Friday, just a reminder, celebrating Dallas Braden will be on field. Of course, he's pitching tonight, but Dallas Braden will be presented probably the key to the world on Friday night. But get here early for the folks who are coming out to watch the game Friday night. First of the 3-game series against the Giants. Dallas Braden will be honored in on-the-field presentation, and those festivities will start early.
About 6:40, right?
6:40.
Yeah.
And so get here early and show the appreciation for the great work Don has done.
So let's listen in, huh?
Yeah, it's about time.
Let's get this baby ready to go for Dallas Braden.
Welcome to Stock. Welcome to Stock. stock in California. The life that I live for so long. Sometimes I feel, sometimes I rest, sometimes I don't feel at home. But even though I feel these ways, something's always making me stay. Whether it lost love or the homies down from me. If you recently moved around the stock, yeah, I know it might not seem the best, but it's not.
Well, here's the lineup for the Detroit Tigers. First of this two-game series. Very impressive young player Austin Jackson will lead off. He's in center field. Johnny Damon is the DH. Casper Wells in left. Miguel Cabrera at first. Brennan Bosch, the right fielder. What a story he has been. We'll talk about him. Brandon Inge at third. Gerald Laird, the catcher. Danny Worth, the second baseman. And Adam Everett is the shortstop. That is your Tigers starting lineup. Cust, Davis, and Sweeney in the outfield for the A's. Kuzmanov, Pennington, Rosales, Spartan on the infield. Kurt Suzuki catches Dallas Braden.
And a starting pitcher stats are brought to you by your Bay Area Hyundai dealers. And there they are for Dallas Braden, his 9th start. Pitched against the Tigers a couple times last year. One in particular, tonight's starting pitcher for the Tigers, Justin Verlander, here at the Coliseum. The A's and Dallas Braden defeated Verlander and the Tigers 5-1. But Dallas only 8 walks in 54 innings. So yes, he's around the plate. He has the 33 strikeouts. He's allowed 5 home runs. But Dallas Braden, where's his song? Stockton 209, playing here at the Coliseum, Diamond Vision. And Dallas, first time taking them out, it is a new pitching rubber. It's the one that he used a week ago Sunday. He's got somewhere. It's Clay Wood, ground crew, dug up home plate and the pitching rubber. So it is brand spanking new. There's 209 on the cleats. He's ready for his first pitch.
So Austin Jackson, the young center fielder, steps in, and first pitch of the ball game is in for a strike with a fastball.
First pitch, 7-10.
So the A's come in with a 20-20 record thanks to the 2-game sweep of the Seattle Mariners. The A's continue to play great baseball at home. They're tied for the 3rd best home record in the American League. They're 15-7 here at the Coliseum. Strike 3 call. A fastball right on the inside corner. 1 out.
A good changeup away for strike 2. Swing and a miss by Jackson. And then the fastball inside corner. Of course, Suzuki set up, pushed Jackson back, but caught the corner. And of course, you recall with Landon Powell catching Dallas Braden in the perfect game, he was almost hiding behind the hitter. And Kurt Suzuki looks at so much video. Adam Roden, of course, putting together all of the opposing hitters, and no doubt Kurt was watching to see how Landon Powell was setting up inside and in the game. The perfect game thrown by Dallas.
Johnny Damon, a line drive, broken bat over the head of Rosales, so Damon has a base hit.
And July the 1st last year, and Dallas was outstanding. It was Verlander. Gave up a couple of home runs, Jack Cust and Jason Giambi, but Dallas was spectacular. Gave up just the 1 earned run. Of course, he had this about game number 7 of allowing 2 or fewer runs, earned runs, consecutively. And a nice streak leading up to the All-Star break.
Here's Casper Wells, a late addition to the lineup for the Tigers. Magler Ordonez was originally in the lineup. We understand he's got a sore heel. So Ordonez not in the lineup. Casper Wells. 1-1 count with the big guy Miguel Cabrera waiting in the on-deck circle.
So you're saying a double play, something that Jim Wheeler's not looking for, but the A's would like to get it.
Popped up on the infield. Kuzmanov racing down, and now Barton makes the catch right in front of Dallas Barton for the second out.
Well, what a great move. They delivered in the plate. I think everybody in the park thought, even Johnny Damon thought the throw was going to go to first base. But Dallas lifted the front leg, just kind of paused, and of course ended up throwing the ball to the plate, and an easy pop up in front of home. And watch this move. Hey, look, okay, I'll go home. I mean, he looked both places, and he could have thrown to the plate or to first base.
Quick throw there.
Johnny been around a long time, and he did not have a very big lead. And he said, "What is this?" And I think Bart thought he got him. Had him on the elbow, but evidently the hand was on the bag.
Changeup stays a bit high to Miguel Cabrera. Terrific start for Cabrera, leading the American League in RBIs with 36, fourth in the league in hitting, 345. He is a star, no question about it. Tigers have a 22-17 record. They are 2 games behind the Twins in the AL Central. That's coming into tonight's action. But they're going to look up and see that the Twins have lost. The Red Sox beat the Twins 3-2. So to update it, they're now just a game and a half behind Minnesota. Three-0 pitch is low, ball 4.
And the rookie Brandon Bosch coming up, and say a lot about Jim Leyland, what he thinks of this young man.
Playing in the 5th position,
because
right fielder, number 26,
brought him up
Brandon Bosch.
when Carlos Guillen hurt his ankle hamstring rounding third base in Anaheim, and brought up this kid who really didn't have that great of a spring, didn't expect it, and all of a sudden he came up. He has been hitting unbelievably, and left-handers as well as right-handers.
And he lets her go, folks. If you have any idea, if you're wondering his hitting style, just take a look at that swing right there.
Yeah.
First pitch.
But
387.
If you think back at his limited time in the big leagues, that he hit in the same game a double and a home run off CC Sabathia, a lefty, one who throws very hard. Took him out to left center at Comerica Park.
He has 19 RBIs and 14 extra base hits in his first 20 games of his career. Brennan Bosch. Broken bat, little flare. Pennington out, still going out, and he makes the catch. Sensational play by Cliff Pennington, and it's saved a run. A little defense. That is shortstop. Check it out. It'll start with that man, Cliff Pennington. Then Derek Barton, Ryan Sweeney, Kurt Suzuki, Jack Cuss, Kevin Kuzmanov, Eric Chavez, Adam Rosales, and Rajay Davis. Wells, Jackson, Bosch in the outfield for the Detroit Tigers. Inge, Everett, Worth, Cabrera on the infield. Gerald Laird is the catcher, and Justin Verlander is the pitcher.
He's good. It's not a long-term contract. He'll be a Tiger for a lot of years. 3-0 in May, 171 earned run average. Tremendous numbers against right-handers. They did not hit him very well. 9th appearance. 98, tops out with his fastball. And how about Cliff Pennington's play? That is a play that you think about the perfect game. And those little things like that, you figure something like that's going to fall. And he ends up making a spectacular catch, although you see it looked like the Verlander's going to have a 1-0 lead, but over the shoulders. Davis might have liked him.
Yeah.
Football play.
Running under.
Saying Dallas Braden. It's out of it unscathed. Gets Verlander, you don't want to give him anything.
Fastball up and away, 1-2.
Dallas Braden, of course, another pitcher, and Ben Sheets, who, by the way, got some clippers shaved off his
beard is gone.
Mike Gallego said, I've done that a few times. Right field, left field, wherever.
Hit hard on the ground. Danny Worth, the second baseman, takes care of Pennington, and that's the first out.
Well, Verlander, of course, a top fastball, upper 90s with the fastball. But he also has an outstanding curveball and changeup. So it's not the type of pitcher you can just say, I'll just sit fastball. You expect to get it all the time. Lefties, he'll throw a lot of changeups. The A's have 5 of their 9 players left-handed hitters tonight. Once again, Rajay Davis in the lineup, as he was last night against Felix Hernandez.
Derek Barton hitting .277 with 2 home runs and 15 runs batted in. In that 2-game series against the Mariners, Barton was 4 for 8 with a couple of doubles, a triple, and he scored 3 runs. The A's had their hitting shoes on. That 2-game series, 14 runs and 31 hits, including a season-high 16 hits last night.
Listen to that man sitting in the dugout, it'd be okay. Scanlon doing an outstanding job with his club hitting wise, and Rajay Davis starting to pick it up, and that's why he's in the lineup. And Jim Scanlon worked with him last year, second half of the season. He had a great second half, and got Rajay in the lineup and a solid defensive center field and doing the job with the bat.
Full count now to Barton. And a walk.
Check out our keys of the game, brought to you by Toyota. Raid returns to the mound of perfection. Hollywood has it perfected tonight. After a rough start, Verlander, of course, finding his form. 15 hits Monday, 16 hits Tuesday, Wednesday. We'll see what happens tonight against the tough Verlander, but the A's will take the hits and just keep going. You can appreciate them. Braden got the Rajay Davis buzz cleaned up.
You're next.
Well, I'll be right behind you.
All right.
We'll go in as a tandem. And you go first.
Sunday morning.
You go first. And if I don't show up.
Oh, yeah. See. Fastball strike to Ryan Sweeney. Speaking of big series against Seattle, how about Ryan Sweeney? 6 for 9. And that has raised his average to 317. He's going to find himself among the league leaders if he keeps this up.
I think the best thing, that middle number just 1 home run. And well, you know that 18 and 19 ribbies at home. Just don't want him to think about home runs. They will come.
On the ground to short, Everett to Worth, and that's a double play. So Verlander walks Barton, but gets the 6-4-3 double play. No score after one.
Commemorative May 9th ticket. For details on this and everything going on this week, go to oaklandathletics.com/perfect. That is a great looking ticket.
Inge, first pitch swinging. And Suzuki in foul territory, and he's got it right near the railing. So Inge fouls out to Suzuki, and that is out number one here.
Batting in the seventh.
Well, Zook getting a lot of help from his teammates on the bench, saying you got plenty of room, plenty of room. He probably had a cameraman down there telling him the same thing, right?
That's right.
Just throw the camera around, get it out of the playing field.
We're all in this together.
You never want a camera to wheel around. I mean, Mike, you wheel that around and knock the ball right out of the catcher's mitt?
I mean, how many times have we heard Mike Bertuse right next to us just screaming?
Oh. Anything the A's don't do properly, man.
Yeah.
He's a fan.
He is a fan. That's why we like him.
He's a homer, but he's a fan.
All right. I mean, the walk-off last night, he was running up and down the stairs here. He's into it. Another foul ball. And Derek Barton has that. Gerald Laird is retired. So a pair of foul outs.
Batting in the eighth position. Second baseman, number 29, Danny Worth.
So Danny Worth will hit. There's Peggy Lindsay, the grandmother of Dallas Braden. 2 weeks ago, she was a regular grandmother, but not anymore. She's a star now, whether she likes it or not.
She probably would frame the bruise on her shin trying to jump over the dugout.
Security guard said, "Ma'am, you can't crawl out on the field." She said, "Yes, I can. I'm his grandmother." 0-1 to Danny Worth. Danny Worth just called up. Both Worth and Casper Wells was recently called up from AAA. Remember the Tigers had a young second baseman, Scott Sizemore, one of their best prospects. Started the season as the regular second baseman, but struggled some. So they sent him back down to the minor leagues. There's a base hit to left field. So Worth has a hit. But it sounds like, Ray, when Carlos Guillen comes off the disabled list, Guillen is going to be their everyday second baseman.
Yeah, Brandon Bosch has done such a great job. And Leland just reminding Worth that. Be aware of the move that almost picked off Johnny Damon. But Carlos Guillen, as Joe Leland said, because he'd only played 9 games at second, he'd be back there, but he said we don't really take what we get defensively, but another switch hitter in our lineup, and a very good hitter. That's the move Joe Leland just warned Worth about.
I told him. That's what he's thinking. Adam Everett is the hitter, the shortstop. Everett hitting 200 with just a couple of RBIs.
Yeah. Hey, watch.
That's it right there.
That's the move. He does it just like that. You know, amazingly, and not to say he will never, ever throw a bad one, but it's remarkable to have that kind of a quick move and the control of the throw to first base.
Been inside at Everett. August 20th of 2008. That's the last time somebody stole a base against Dallas Braden. Two and one. Little umpire balk by Bill Welke. I think he wanted to call it a strike. Raised up just a little bit. Worth with a pretty good lead at first. It's fouled down the right field line. The Tigers as a team 7th in the American League in runs scored. 11th in home runs hit. They've hit 30 as a team. Don't really steal a lot of bases. They're 5th in slugging, 4th in on-base percentage. Team totals. That one's popped up. Everett was reaching for a changeup. And Kuzma has it. Side retired. A 2-out hit and nothing else for the Tigers. No score, an inning and a half in the books. A Cash Creek splash of cash with hundreds of prizes every day until July 5th. Visit cashcreek.com for details. A little better crowd tonight here at the Coliseum. A's and the Tigers scoreless, bottom of the second. It'll be Suzuki, Cust, and Kuzma against Justin Verlander. We got a double play to end the first on Ryan Sweeney. Suzuki won the game last night with a base hit up the middle in the 10th inning. Drills that one to center. Jackson to center fielder. Tracks it down. Baseball has been raving about Austin Jackson and what a talent he is. Nice play.
This ball hit very hard by Kurt Suzuki. He's continuing since returning from the disabled list. And Jackson, great angle going after the ball in left center. And he almost overran it. He got to it so quickly. I think he's going to fill the spot that Curtis Granderson had.
Yep. That was the trade, basically. 3-team trade. Quite a few moving parts.
Don't you think watching Jackson just put him in center field? I mean, you got Curtis Granderson, of course, he's in the yellow right now, but.
Oh, you're saying if you're the Yankees?
Yeah. That way they can have a minimum salary player.
Yep.
They don't have many.
And he was not a secret either. I mean, everybody knew the talent that Austin Jackson was, and the Tigers said, all right, you want Curtis Granderson, we want that guy.
And they will have this guy in their lineup in center field for quite a while, because he is that good. Granderson did a great job, covered a lot of the ground in center field at Comerica Park, but just watching this game in limited time, not seen him in Detroit yet. See him in the next road trip for 4 games. He's a pretty talented young man.
Well, the people that cover the Tigers that I talked to said he reminds them of a young Troy Hunter.
Wow. He's got 9 Gold Gloves.
Yeah, just kind of the way he plays out there. 3-1 to Cust. This one high. Foul territory, inch. Just into foul territory. He's got it. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the second, and then I'll bring up Kevin Kuzminoff.
96, third baseman, number 5, Kevin Kuzminoff.
Kuzminoff had a home run in that Mariners series. He's got 3 on the year with 21 RBIs and a .256 batting average. Fastball a little high, 96 miles an hour, and Verlander, he can get it up that high and a little more if he needs to. Verlander was the 2nd overall pick in the 2004 draft. The San Diego Padres had the 1st pick, and they picked a young man by the name of Matt Bush. Never heard of him? Matt Bush. Tigers said, thank you very much. We're going to take Verlander. Verlander pitched at Old Dominion. And that was 2004. 6 years later, he's got a 5-year, $80 million contract. Three and 1 now to Kuzminoff. Strikeout guy. Last year alone, 269 strikeouts for Verlander and 248.
Verlander's had a tough time with the Coliseum. He's only 1-3 in his career. 3-3 overall against the A's. Of course, been in the Central Division. As mentioned, only 6 games will be played between these 2 teams this year. But Verlander, think of another perfect game last year. Mark Burley seems to have a tough time at the Coliseum. He'll find something that will go wrong when he pitches. Sometimes the Central Division teams, when they come west, they just don't play that well.
Driven. Right center. Jackson racing back, and he's going to get there. He tracks it down. Well hit ball by Kuzminoff, but Jackson makes the play, and nothing for the A's in the bottom of the second. 10 All-Star Teacher. Check out finalist bios and video features. The winning teacher receives $10,000 for his or her school. Top of the third inning, in the top of the order for the Tigers, Austin Jackson. Jackson struck out looking in the first inning. He'll be followed by Johnny Damon and Casper Wells.
First 9 hitters to face Dallas Braden. 5 fly ball outs. And see some of the hitters, especially when Dallas gets 2 strikes, it's like they're kind of sitting soft, sitting on the changeup. The fastball swung and missed, but Worth got a 2-strike changeup, pulled for base hit. Everett looked like he was looking, popped his up. So that's something the pitcher and catcher will notice in the approach of the hitters and changes accordingly.
Off the end of the bat and the changeup, and Barton has it, steps on the bat. So Jackson gets fooled on the good Braden changeup and grounds out. 1 out for Johnny Damon.
Now batting, number 18, Johnny Damon.
So Johnny Damon steps in. He had a base hit in the first inning. And a broken mat line drive to right field.
From New York to Motor City.
Back to Braden. Underhand, and that's out number 2.
They almost take the ground ball outs, and after 5 fly ball outs the first 2 innings, 2 very easy ground ball outs in this inning.
And with the 2 outs, Casper Wells steps up. Up, and it's going to be out of play. Wells playing in left field.
I mentioned Ernie Harwell. Of course, we've talked about his unfortunate passing. There is a black circle with EH, Ernie Harwell, on the right sleeve of the Players, the Tigers. One of the great broadcaster. Passed away last week, 92. One of the great announcers in the game. He went to Detroit. I thought Kurt Young said it best. He grew up a Tiger fan in Michigan, and he went in. Ernie Harwell asked him, "You'd be on my pregame show." Kurt was so nervous. He'd listened to this guy his whole life, growing up, and now he asked him to do a pregame show.
Now
But Ernie used to give as a gift
24,
a certificate for a pair of Fortune shoes. And Kurt said, "I could not wait to get that certificate. I'd heard him talk about guest on A's pregame show received a gift certificate for some shoes." He said, "I got the interview and I got the shoes."
That's great.
Kurt, of course, growing up in the great state of Michigan, and followed the Tigers.
Cabrera, big swing, and he skies one to center. Davis drifting over into right center, and he's got it all the way. So nothing for the Tigers in the top of the third. Lots of youngsters enjoying this one. Chavez, Rosales, and Davis against Verlander. And the first pitch is line to right. That's a hit for Eric Chavez. Off-speed pitch, and Chavez has a base hit. First hit for the A's. Interesting stuff on Verlander. He's thrown 558 fastballs this year. 32% of the time, swing and miss. That seems like a lot. Especially, I mean, that's the pitch most guys want to hit, right?
So
every fastball he hits, throws, I should say, 32% of the time, swing and miss. Toward right field. Bosch circles under it. He's got it. But yeah, you're right. He's got a 96-mile-an-hour fastball. And he likes to throw a fastball.
Number 11, Rajay.
Makes it a changeup some, slider once in a while. Yeah, that's the pitches thrown this year.
I think this is a number, but also these other two, changeup and the curveball that he will throw. And that's what makes him the complete pitcher. A lot of fastballs, you look for it, but just in the time you think you're looking for it, you get something else, and he throws it for strikes.
Pitch there. Bloomberg Sports, the leader in data analysis, has developed an analytical product being used by baseball clubs. It's also a product for fans. Improve your fantasy player. Track your favorite players and teams. Go to BloombergSports.com for details. Rajay Davis hitting .252 with a homer and 12 RBIs. Swing and a miss, and there is that fastball. So 0-2. Ray, we forgot to mention in the top of this inning, Casper Wells got the base hit, the young left fielder. That was his first major league hit. So Casper Wells is standing out in left field, and you know what? He's probably a little bit more excited than normal.
And he can say, got it against the perfecto guy.
Yeah.
His first major league hit. He wasn't even supposed to play tonight. Maglio Ordonez is in the lineup, late scratch, so Wells is there. Bosch in right field, and that's the perfecto man, and first major league hit.
Rajay Davis reaches for it. So the count stays 0-2. .32 pitches so far for Verlander. And we're in the third inning, so he's been pretty good so far. And he will throw 115, 120. He's thrown as many as 125. Right back to him. Spins, throws to Everett. Everett to first. Double play. Just got Davis at first. So the 1-6-3 double play. That's the second double play the A's have hit into in the first 3 innings. for third most in Oakland history. What two players have the most? Kurt's only been in the league, what, 4 years? Something like that?
Actually, half of 07, 8, 9, so 3.5. Yeah. So he's, matter of fact, everybody knows that because he's not arbitration eligible until this year.
Thank you very much.
And that 3.5 years before his first year of eligibility, thanks to coming up halfway through the 07 season.
Well, you got 2 walk-offs against the Mariners this year. Remember, he hit the ball that Milton Bradley missed in left field at the beginning of the year.
We got to put Marco Scooter on there. Scooter's got to be in there somewhere, we think.
Boschitz went high and fouled out in left field.
Kurt Suzuki, 2 outs in the 10th inning. Brandon lead. Base hit up the middle. Scoring Cliff Pennington, who very aggressively running in that 10th inning. After he walked and went to second on the fly ball to center, third on a wild pitch, and scored easily on the base hit up the middle.
Cliff Pennington comes in onto the dirt. He's got it. Bosch is retired, 1 out.
I'm going to say Matt Stairs is pretty good in that department as well. And if there was a category for most home runs against Japanese-born pitchers, Matt would definitely have that record.
Well, we could make that category up if you want.
Those are 2 memorable players for the A's that had some huge hits.
Brandon Inge fouls it back on the first pitch he sees from Greg. Inge fouled out to Kurt Suzuki in the 2nd inning. Changeup drops low. Braden has allowed 3 hits, walked 1, struck out 1 so far. Gerald Laird waits in the on-deck circle. Been off, steps in, and then throws in time.
Kurt Suzuki, a ball in front to left fielder, and Mike Gallego. Adam Kennedy, and I remember that play, that slide of Adam Kennedy when he went to the shin guards of the catcher. One of the first times I'd ever seen that happen. But Kurt got the big hit. Adam Kennedy. Parents are back tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Kennedy in that game with the catcher put his shin guards down. He hit the shin guards with his foot. The catcher just flipped. Had no way to keep his balance. Pretty smart player, Adam Kennedy. Now in Washington Nationals.
We liked him, though. Pretty good player. Laird fouled out to the first baseman Barton.
But watch him slide and watch the shin guards catch him. I think it is right there with the shin guard, and look what happened to the catcher. The ball came in. He kind of spun him around. Very clean play. I mean, he could have run him over. But I asked him about it afterwards, and he said, "Yeah, that's something that we kind of learned, and that's kind of the best way to prevent the catcher from hanging on the ball."
Yeah.
Or actually catching the ball in this case.
2-2 to Laird. Strike 3 called. Fastball on the inside corner. Second strikeout for Dallas Barton. And he has a 3-up, 3-down inning. Bottom of the 4th coming up. Still no score. career walk-off hits, tied for third most in Oakland history. What two players have the most? Ricky Henderson, 14. Carney Lansford, 9. Kurt right behind Carney. Marco Scutero, as Ray mentioned, should be on there, and he's tied with Kurt. A's, as a team, 4 walk-offs this year. Right now, we get a pitcher's duel. Braden and Verlander. We thought we may get it, and so far we have. No score, bottom of the 4th inning. Tigers with 3 hits, the A's with 1. Fastball inside. Pennington grounded out to second. His first at bat. Pennington has started every game this year, Ray. He and Derek Barton, the only 2 that have been in the lineup. This is game number 41. It's pretty impressive.
Well, he felt coming off of last year, and I think there's no doubt he tired a little bit in September because he'd never played that extra month playing at the big league level. Worked very hard in the offseason coming into the spring and starting the season. I think he'd be very happy to be put in the lineup every day.
There's the Verlander fastball, 96 miles an hour. Well placed, and that is his first strikeout.
Probably upset that he'd gone 3 innings without a strikeout. But fastball up at that velocity in the inner half of the plate. Very difficult, and there's that look. Cliff Pennington like, ooh.
We talked about it in our segment on A's pregame live with Verlander. Maybe the best thing to do is, you know he's good. You know you're going to be in for battle. Make him work hard and try to get him out of the game in the 6th inning. But right now he's in pretty good shape. He's thrown just 40 pitches.
That was Braden doing his job.
Yeah. Changeup drops in.
The Verlander can't do it with the assortment of pitches. Then he might use a fastball early and then start mixing in some curves and changeups.
And there's the curve. Strike 3 call. How about that, Ray? You saw a fastball, you saw a changeup, and you saw a curveball.
Well, matching the Bloomberg report. Backdoor curveball around the corner.
Ryan Sweeney.
First pitch to Sweeney is fouled back up over the A's dugout. Sweeney hit into a 6-4-3 double play to end the first. Good fastball. 96, and then you put it right at the letters. It's a tough pitch to lay off of, but yet a tough pitch to hit. Bounce back to Verlander. He's got it. Underhand. And Justin Verlander has a 3-up, 3-down inning with a couple of strikeouts. 5th inning coming up. No score. First of a 2-game series. It'll be a day game tomorrow to wrap up the series. And the Giants come across the bay for the weekend series. Danny Worth, the hitter. First pitch, curveball stays outside to Worth. Worth hits it hard, and that's a base hit to left field. As I check, that is not his first major league hit. It's his second. Here's our legendary performance. It's brought to you by Nation's Giant Hamburgers. Mark Mulder was May 21st, 2004, and Mulder pitched his 3rd consecutive complete game. This one was against the Kansas City Royals. A's won the game 7-0. Mulder struck out 6. So 3 consecutive complete games. When you've got a Giant appetite, it's got to be Nation's. Dallas Braden has 2 consecutive complete games. Braden in the perfect game threw 109 pitches. The complete game in Anaheim, which was an 8-inning complete game, Braden ended up taking the loss. He threw 98 pitches.
I think if Mark Mulder was watching that video, he'd say, well, I wish I could get back to that form.
He could mow him down, couldn't he?
He could mow him down, and unfortunately, shoulder problems that has been shut down. I'd like to see him be able to come back at some point, but maybe tough.
Adam Everett, I think he was squaring the bunt again. On the ground, Pennington, the runner was moving, so the only play will be at first. So starting the runner keeps the Tigers out of the double play, and it gets a runner in scoring position.
Jim Leyland just hoping for contact. They serve the same purpose. He's going to sacrifice instead of put the hit and run on. Fortunately, the A's had the right cover. Be having the shortstop hold his position, and Rosales was the man covering.
Top of the order, and Austin Jackson outside. Strikeout and a ground out for Jackson. Jackson hits one high and foul. One thing Jackson has done this year, maybe on the negative side, showed you in his last at bat, he leads the American League in strikeouts. He struck out 46 times and walked just 14. So he may want to try to cut down on the strikeouts a little bit. He's got 6 stolen bases in 7 attempts. Two. Johnny Damon in the on deck circle. Thinking maybe Braden go with a changeup, but maybe move them off inside a little bit and then go back with the changeup outside.
Well, that's part of calling a game. Really, the pitcher and catcher in particular, just knowing how you've got the hitter out the 2 previous times. In this case, strikeout and a ground out.
Liner to Barton, and that's an out. Scrambling back is Worth. He went with a fastball. Jackson lined it right at Derek Barton.
You know, sometimes if you're a pitcher, in this case, Jackson, right to Derek Barton, fortunate position was there. And sometimes, and
Number 18,
managers will say, this kid is doing great as long as he doesn't think. And what happens, you start thinking about well, this guy's going to do this to me, whatever. You think too much that you put yourself in a position that you're not going to have success. And that's why they were saying it's see ball, hit ball, and those are the best hitters. They just don't think.
Or maybe you start to think a little bit later on in your career.
Well,
you know what I mean?
When you've had some success or lack of success against a certain pitcher, if you're a hitter and you remember or you keep notes how he's pitched you, and you start thinking about those in situations. But the younger you are, and that's why when Louis Tion pitched for Cleveland, he'd go to the backfields at High Corbett Field and kind of a rehab or pitch against the minor leagues. He'd come back infuriated. He said, I can't set them up. They swing at everything. And that's what happens. You know, they see ball and they hit ball.
Damon just got a piece of that. 1-2 the count.
That's remarkable that players now, when they go out on rehab assignment, first of all, if you're position players like Ellis and Coco Crisp, the pitcher's facing them, they're doing their best to get them out because that's going to make a name for themselves. And conversely, if you're a pitcher, these hitters are trying to do their best, saying that I got it. He's down here rehabbing, but I got it.
Yep.
Put it under a minor league resume.
Damon lays off that 2-2.
So you see some of the young kids, Worth swinging, hit a changeup for base hit, got a fastball for base hit. Jackson, fortunate line drive right to Derek Bart. Wells, a base hit, his first major league off Dallas.
And now 3-2.
I think in this situation, even though Wells is a right-handed hitter, the on-deck circle, first base is open, but you have a veteran in Johnny Damon at the plate who knows how to hit in these situations. And you got a young kid in the on-deck circle, although he's gotten a hit. Maybe a different situation with runner in scoring position.
And Damon bounces one. Rosales has it. Bart going after the ball, so he had to spin around and hustle back to first, but he gets there. So 4-3 on the putout, and the Tigers do not score.
Get there early for the pregame ceremony for Dallas, including Dallas's grandmother throwing out the ceremonial first pitch. We saw Peggy Lindsay. For details and to order tickets, go to oaklandathletics.com/perfect. So continues the big night, Friday night. Lady, I think they're offering her the seats down closer to the dugout. She said, no, Dow left me tickets upstairs in the family section. And she's making the tour.
I imagine she could sit wherever she wanted.
Yeah.
Suzuki to lead it off.
She's hustling up the stairs back to her seat.
So those ceremonies again start at 6:40 Friday night, 6:40, so you may want to get here a little bit earlier. And she'll be here. Suzuki, Cust, and Kuzminov. And Kurt lines one left center field, and that's a base hit. So Wells gets it back in quickly, and Kurt Suzuki with a leadoff hit.
Well, it's amazing how some guys can go on the disabled list, miss a couple, 2 or 3 weeks, come back and struggle. Kurt had the 3 rehab games at AAA, but he has come back, and since he got the hit on Monday night, he has been swinging the bat well this week. Seattle and now Detroit. Line drive caught by Jackson in his first at bat.
Cust fouled out to the third baseman Inge in the second inning. So Cust 5 for 14 since being called up with a couple of RBIs. That hit by Suzuki, just the second hit off Verlander in the game. Grounded toward the second baseman, Worth. Looked at second, but gets the sure out at first. And Suzuki gets himself in scoring position.
Rolled over on a changeup, but at least he hit it slowly enough that the runner's scoring position. So he's had a couple of chances. Kuzminov and Chavez trying to plate the first run of the game. Say what you want about high-scoring games, but nothing better than a pitching game. Because one little mistake can be costly. And coming up with a big hit is even better.
Curveball to Kuzminov, snaps in first strike.
It's unhittable.
Yeah. Well, especially first pitch he throws you. Kuzminov hit a fly ball to center field in the second. That could have been called a strike, but Bill Wilkie said no.
See, those names sound familiar. Same umpires we had for the Seattle series.
They hung around.
It's a 2-game series instead of having them leave after one series, which normally the umpires will change. They stayed around, see if they're here tomorrow afternoon.
1 and 2.
I've seen them in the past where umpires would split a series, not stay for the entire one, but I would think they would stay. The Wilkie brothers.
And you know what, Ray? I don't know this for a fact, but I think this group was in San Francisco on the weekend.
I think they were too. Yeah, I do remember that. And
I just remember seeing the Wilkie brothers the game of the week on Saturday. So they're hanging around.
And you know, why not? I mean, you do have 2 different venues, of course, with the Giants and the A's, but
and 2 different leagues.
Yeah, and save the Trout. Let them enjoy a week in one area, especially the Bay Area.
2 and 2 now to Kuzminov. Fastball and Kuzminov, a big rip. 97 miles an hour. So his last 2 pitches have been 98, 97. Gentlemen, has himself a souvenir. driven to center. Hit well, but Jackson gets back there and he makes the catch. So 2 outs, and that'll bring up Eric Chavez.
Designated hitter, number 3, Eric Chavez.
Suzuki still at second base. So see if Xavi can come through with a 2-out hit and give the A's the lead. 98 on the outside corner.
He had a change up for a base hit his first at bat.
And he's reaching back now. Wow.
Yeah, there's certain guys you don't take one for the team. This is one guy you don't take a ball in the ribs or something for the team.
Remember first couple innings, Ray, he was 93, 94.
Just loosening up, just getting loose. Took him 60 pitches to get there.
Bounced, Inge knocks it down, picks it up, flips to first in time. A's get a leadoff single from Suzuki, but they can't get him around. So we head to the 6th inning. Still, it's a 0-0 game. To vote in today's poll, you make the call. Who's the best hitter in the American League? Cabrera, Longoria, Teixeira, Mauer, or Rodriguez? Cabrera will hit second in the inning. Wells, Cabrera, Bosch here in the 6th. Dallas Braden has allowed 4 hits. He struck out 2 and walked 1. That was pitch number 68. So he has matched Verlander so far. Foul territory, a long run for Barton and Sweeney and Rosales, and it's going to drop. Wells got his first major league hit in the 3rd inning, a single to left field. Off the end of the bat, Rajai Davis trots in, and he's got it.
Amazingly, Dallas Braden continues to pitch effectively using his changeup with 2 strikes. in this case 0-2 to Wells. Because it's so effective, and again, it looks so much like the fastball, he has the hitters out on the front foot, which, talk about pitching, trying to keep hitters off balance. Well, a changeup will do that better than anything.
Good pitch there. Cabrera, a walk and a fly ball to center field. It's it on the ground to short. Pennington has it. 2 outs.
They look at the first pitch breaking ball to Cabrera for a strike, and think back to last start Friday, Dallas Braden. The running game up Morales, a high breaking ball back door, and then he hung a breaking ball to Matsui. Those 2 pitches cost him 4 runs basically. So his breaking pitch back door to the right-handers is much more effective tonight. It's down in the zone, and that's exactly where you'd like to just throw it to all these hitters. Keep it down as much as possible.
First pitch to Brennan Bosch is low. If we mentioned it, Ray, Bosch went to Cal for 3 years. Great career for the Bears.
Between Bosch going to Cal and Dontrell Willis growing up in the area. He will not pitch though in the series. According to coaches, have it projected out next road trip, assuming everything stays in place. The A's will not see Dontrell Willis in Detroit either. You were supposed to see him tomorrow.
Dallas Braden, a 3-up, 3-down inning. He's retired 6 in a row. Bottom of the 6th coming up. It'll be Rosales, Davis, and Pennington. Now for the Coors Light Freeze Cam. Coors Light Freeze Cam is brought to you by Frostproof Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. Bottom of the 6th inning, the A's go to work against Verlander, Rosales, Davis, and Pennington. One walk, 2 strikeouts, and 2 hits allowed for Verlander, and just 60 pitches through the first 5 innings. Salas swings at the first pitch.
I don't think there's any doubt that you're facing a pitch that can throw as hard as Verlander. And even though he has a good changeup and a good curveball to go along with the 98-mile-an-hour fastball, you have to give a fastball. If you think about any other pitch and he throws you a fastball, you don't have any chance to catch up. It's just impossible.
Curveball sails right over the head of Rosales, but he's able to duck out of the way.
Well, he has one black eye. Don't give him another one. His curveball right at his head, and he ducked, and there are times you see hitters duck into the curveball and get hit in the head because they duck and duck into it. So Mark McGwire do it too many times.
Shallow center field. Jackson comes in, and he's got it. One out here in the bottom of the sixth. Here's our Subway Eat Fresh Ask Glenn and Ray question. You can log on to csncalifornia.com to post your question. Michael Tran from San Jose asks, how do you hit the ball to the opposite field?
Well, they talk about staying inside the ball. If you're a right-handed hitter or left-handed hitter, but basically the hands kind of lead and the bat follows. And as a result, you're inside and the ball, the angle of the bat, you're going to end up hitting it to the opposite field. Of course, Derek Jeter is the best. Michael Young, Texas Rangers, one of the all-time best at doing it. Or you could swing late on a 98-mile-an-hour fastball.
And that happens more often than not. Rajay Davis, pop out, 2 outs. The first place Texas Rangers just won a game, a walk-off. Rangers 4, Orioles 3 in Arlington. Nelson Cruz with a sacrifice fly that scored Michael Young, and the Rangers loaded the bases in the bottom of the ninth. 3 hits for Michael Young, so Texas wins. They are now 23-18. And the Angels won 3-2 in Chicago. That's a fine announcement. Saunders the winner, Danks the loser. Saunders 1 earned run in 7 2/3 innings. So remember, he had a great performance against the A's over the weekend. Shutout, and he follows that up pitching into the 8th inning. So Joe Saunders now 3-5. Torrey Hunter hit a home run, his 7th of the year for the Angels. Paul Konerko hit number 14 for Chicago.
Toronto visiting the Mariners up at Safeco Field, and struggles continue for Seattle.
3-0 Toronto in the bottom of the 5th inning. Pennington on the ground. Picked up by Worth. And Pennington, close play, but he's retired. 6 in a row retired by Justin Verlander. 7th inning coming up. Still no score.
Outfield assist. Jack Cust with Kochman trying to score. Rob Johnson going to third. Watch the play as the runner going home does not score before the out is recorded. And then Ryan Sweeney with Kochman. A ball off the wall. A perfect throw to second base. So Kochman involved in 2 critical plays. Not able to score before Johnson was tagged out at third. So Jack Cust and Ryan Sweeney. Gold gloves to both of them.
So Brandon Inge to lead it off.
You're not confirming that. What is that? That shrug for?
Well, I confirmed it 7 to 8 times last night, I believe. So I agree with you. I just didn't know if I needed to keep confirming it. I'm with you. I'm with you.
Well, if you don't keep confirming, that means you're not a believer.
I'm sorry. Left center, and that's hit well. And that baby is gone. Tigers take a 1-0 lead here in the 7th, thanks to Brandon Inge.
Well, the off-speed pitch, like a backdoor breaking ball, and young man's very strong. Former catcher, outfielder, now third baseman, and he got it all. Backdoor, breaking ball, and well, very similar to the one that Kendry Morales hit in Dallas Braden's last start. Third time through the batting order, and off-speed pitch got him that time.
Laird bunts, and Braden cannot pick it up, and Laird's going to be aboard. It's going to be a base hit for Gerald Laird.
Well, Dallas would have had him. He was going to tag him himself. He looked up, though. It's amazing how many times you look up. Watch his head. Watch his head with the ball down. Just did not look the ball into his glove. He had plenty of time to catch the ball and still, and even if he had to flip it to Derek Barton, probably thought it was such a good bunt that he might have to field it and tag the runner himself.
Bob Guerin's going to come on out.
And this probably more than anything, just to give him a breather. Sprinting over to third base or towards first base. Something like the words. Pitches for Dallas Braden, 79, but they also look at the fact that he has gone the distance in the last 2 games. Calling for training.
Dallas Braden's coming out. We're not sure why. When we hear something, we'll pass it on, but unfortunately, Braden's coming out of the game.
I agree with your grandmother. Thank you, Lindsay. And I think
property of the Oakland Athletics and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Athletics Investment Group, LLC.
Brandon Inge with a home run here in the 7th inning to give the Tigers a 1-0 lead. Justin Verlander storing the ball extremely well. So Michael Wirtz takes over for Dallas Braden. It's the 5th appearance for Wirtz, yet to give up a run. Comes on with Laird at first, nobody out. Danny Worth, the hitter. So Worth is 2 for 2 in the game. He's the 8th place hitter. Scores around the bunt. Bunts it in the air. Foul. Big showdown in the AL East, Ray. The Rays went into Yankee Stadium and beat the Yankees 10-6. Davis got the win, his 4th, Burnett the loss. Rays had 15 hits in the game.
Probably 50,000 people came out to watch the Rays and the Yankees. There's 50,000 come out every day to watch the Yankees.
Alex Rodriguez hit career home run number 589, but didn't matter. Rays win it.
The Yankees pretty good record at home, so that's unusual for someone to go in there and beat them. Red Sox did last night, and the Rays tonight.
Wirtz fields it. He'll go to first. And the sacrifice by Worth. Laird goes to second, 1 out.
Now batting, number 4.
So Adam Everett will hit.
Everett.
With that win, the Rays are now 29-11. 29-11, and you mentioned the Yankees' home record. The Rays' road record, 16-4. Amazing.
Half of those were lost right here at the Coliseum.
That's right.
Last weekend.
So the Rays are rolling. They now have a 4-game lead in the East over the Yankees. Boston won 3-2 over the Twins. Swing and a miss. A couple of injury updates. Josh Beckett went on the disabled list. And J.P. Howell, very good left-handed reliever for the Rays, out for the season. He had surgery. Well, that's a loss for the Rays. He's a quality lefty out of their bullpen.
Last night's game, the last 4 innings protested by Joe Girardi.
Yeah, what was that all about?
Well,
I briefly read it, but
Beckett was pitching, and John Farrell, the pitching coach, went out and then said, hey, he's got to stiff back. So then they called in, I think it was Del Carmen, and what Joe Girardi said, that the proper method of walking and telling the umpire some medical want to check possible injury, and they didn't do that until after the fact. Joe Girardi protested. I guess there is a rule stating that you're supposed to make that announcement on the way to the mound. And what Joe said was correct. It's, you go out and guys struggling, say, oh, by the way, he's hurt. As it turned out, he was placed on the disabled list, as you mentioned.
Shallow center, Rosales calls everybody off, and he makes the catch. So Everett pops out for the second out, and now Austin Jackson will hit.
Number 14, Austin Jackson.
The Indians caught a tough break today. Grady Sizemore goes on the disabled list, and their shortstop, Asdrubal Cabrera, broke his arm. I think that was a couple days ago, but he's going to be out 8 to 10 weeks. Nice play by Kurt Suzuki. So a bad year just keeps getting worse for the Indians, and they lose 2 of their best offensive players, Sizemore. It's the 15-day disabled.
For Sizemore, back-to-back years on the DL, surgery last year, and made an Ironman and playing a lot of games consecutively.
Jackson 1-1. 0 for 3 for the young center fielder. A strikeout, a ground out, and a line out. Lined out to third with the runner at second in the 50. A little high. Last two sliders from Wertz really haven't had that biting action, breaking down that I'm so used to seeing from Wertz.
It's going to take him a little while. That's a specialty pitch and needs the velocity, but then needs the bite on the breaking ball. But at least it's down in the dirt. Line them low. Suzuki will block them. It's the hanging sliders, breaking pitches that stay up, they're tough.
Got to get with Johnny Damon in the on-deck circle. Swing and a miss as Wertz went to the fastball.
He's got it set up to throw the slider now after going to the fastball. Get it anywhere close, and he's probably going to swing and miss.
And instead, it's a hanger, and it lined to center for a hit. Davis comes up with it. The throw to the plate, not in time. And Jackson goes to second on the throw that went over the cutoff man all the way to Suzuki. 2-out hit for Austin Jackson. Drives home Gerald Laird.
Well, only if he would have gotten the ball down and maybe even bounced it. As any player saying the good slider from Michael Wertz, this is not a good one. That stayed right in the middle of the plate. Hit hard into center field. So the bunt by Gerald Laird following the home run. And he comes around and scored the second run.
They're going to walk Johnny Damon intentionally to pitch to Casper Wells. So Dallas Braden ends up giving up 2 runs in the 6+ innings. Guy who's going to start tomorrow, Tyson Ross. It's officially been announced by the Athletics that Tyson Ross would pitch against Jeremy Bonderman tomorrow. So Ross will get his second start. That was his first start.
Doesn't even get to sit in the bullpen with the guys.
That one's driven left center field, and that is trouble, folks. 1 run scores. Damon digging around third, and he's going to come in to score. So the intentional walk backfires as Casper Wells lines a 2-run double to the gap in left center. He's wanted to face the rookie, and you can understand why they made the move. Wells did not wait around.
Well, it's just another hanging breaking ball, and very hittable pitch. 2-run scoring easily. Damon still runs it very well. Scores it from first base.
And now you got to face Cabrera. A 4 spot for the Tigers here in the top of the 7th. Four runs and 4 hits in this inning alone. Cabrera 0 for 2 with a walk. Boy, he takes a big rip, doesn't he? Man. The lefty Cedric Bowers just now starts to crank it up. Fastball high.
Well, one run was going to be tough the way Verlander's pitching, but well, you had 3 more. The A's have just got 2 hits in the game.
And that one's hit well, but Davis is going to get back to right center, and he makes the catch. Side retired, but damage done by the Tigers. They score 4 times. 7th inning stretch. Against Verlander, who has retired 6 in a row. And he now has a 4-0 lead. 4-8-0 for the Tigers, 0-2-0 for the A's, and Verlander has thrown 69 pitches. And he kicks, and the first pitch is a bit low to Barton. Barton, Sweeney, and Suzuki, so the part of the order. There's the switch. Don Kelly is now in left field. And Wells goes to right field. Brandon Bosch is out. So Casper Wells now in right. Don Kelly in left. I like to play this game with you, Ray. So at the end of last year, if I would have said, Ray, we're going to play the Tigers the middle of May, and their outfield is going to be Don Kelly, Austin Jackson, and Casper Wells, what would you have said? Who? Who, and who? 2-2 now to Barton. The 2 hits for the A's. The leadoff single by Chavez in the 3rd. The leadoff single by Suzuki in the 5th. High left center, but in the ballpark. Austin Jackson has it, and that's out number 1. Blue Jays still leading the Mariners 3-0, bottom of the 7th inning. That's the start of a 7-game homestand for Seattle. They'll play Toronto, San Diego, and then these Tigers. So A's and the Giants, that rivalry will play this weekend. The great Mariners-Padres rivalry will get going this weekend. I think the Yankees and the Mets are playing this weekend. Cubs and the White Sox are not. Dodgers and the Angels.
Dodgers and Tigers are playing this weekend.
That's right.
Which is,
That's right. Yeah. Well, that's big.
And I thought Justin Verlander was so upset that he was not going to get the hit in Los Angeles. He's 0 for 12 career swinging the bat. And he had a pitch when he was supposed to yesterday. Had they not had the rain out, he would have gotten to pitch the final game of the series in Los Angeles, and he would have gotten a hit.
And he wanted to.
Yeah, so let him pitch Friday. You know, just hold him back if he wanted to pitch that bat or hit that bat.
Two and two the count to Sweeney, who is 0 for 2. And there's the fastball, and Sweeney swings and misses.
Got the report from the clubhouse, passed along by Mike Sullick and Dallas Braden. See the fastball from Justin Verlander, just blew it by Ryan Sweeney. Pretty consistent tonight with the fastball, but the report is that he left the game due to the illness that had been bothering him.
And the illness that had been bothering him was
bad stomach. Due to probably some bad food. Who knows? But it's something that he'll probably get through. Unfortunately, it occurred last night and continued tonight, and should be ready to go by his next start, which would be Tuesday in Baltimore.
Road trip opener.
They'll face the Tigers a week from Sunday, according to that schedule for the A's.
Right. The rally caps are out.
I think it'll be a rematch of tonight's game, as a matter of fact. Tigers probably have an off day Monday.
You know what, Ray? They have an off day Monday and Thursday. Their series in Seattle is Tuesday and Wednesday. It's another two-game series. Yeah. So they actually have 2 days off. So,
well, with the wraparound, the A's play 4 games. I don't think they're going to miss it. They'd like to miss the heck out of it.
He's missed the heck out of him, is right. Well, he has retired 9 in a row. 4-0 Tigers after 7. Saturday. That's our next televised game. It'll be on Comcast Sportsnet California. It'll be Game 2 of the A's-Giants series. Gio Gonzalez and Matt Cain. Our coverage begins at 12:30 with A's pregame live. The home of A's baseball is Comcast Sportsnet California. The Giants will come across the bay this weekend for a 3-game series. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change tune-up and smog experts. The lefty Cedric Bowers. Their first week at Bowers. His numbers in Sacramento, very good. Look, 26 strikeouts in 17 2/3 innings. So he was having a terrific season down there. If you look quickly, you think Arthur Rhodes is back with the Athletics. Similarities, same type of build. So Cedric Bowers takes over here in the 8th inning. Don Kelly gets his first at bat. Kelly came in the game for defense in the outfield last inning. Gainesville, Florida from Bowers. Pitched in 5 games with the Rockies a couple of years ago, and that hit Kelly. So leadoff man is aboard.
Back elbow, left elbow, and he's letting the home plate umpire Bill Welke know, and I don't believe it.
You don't think so?
No. Big deep.
First pitch to Brandon Inge is a strike. Inge, a home run leading off the 7th inning. It was the first run in the game. Fastball there on the inside corner. 0-2. Seattle has scored a run in the bottom of the 7th, still batting. They're trailing the Blue Jays 3-1. Blue Jays are hanging around. If they were to hang on and win that game, they'd be just a game behind the Yankees for 2nd place in the AL East. Gerald Laird will hit next. Fastball 93 from Bowers. Inge hit an off-speed pitch out to left center field.
He was hitting 9th for the Tigers and hitting 25 home runs. He's played so many different positions, and Jim Price, good friend, and former catcher, now broadcast for the Tigers. Talking about Inge, probably could be the best center fielder, could be the best catcher, could be the best third baseman.
Gerald Laird.
There are the probables for the upcoming weekend series against the Giants. Friday night, Barry Zito will take his 6-1 record up against Trevor Cahill. We saw Kanan Gonzalez on Saturday. Sunday, Sanchez and Sheets. So 3 pretty good pitching matchups.
What's Ben going to say?
Give me the ball. So Gio against Kane on Saturday. That again will be our next televised game.
Well, they were having that conversation last night. Only Sheets had a beard following the latter part of the game, staying on the bench, and Jim Scala might be moving towards the other end if he's not careful. Sheets stays out there.
Sheets is following him around.
Yeah. Hitting coach, excellent. Starting pitcher. Talking ball.
So 1-2 the count to Laird. Laird had that bunt single in the 7th right after the Inge home run. And he would later on score. slowly hit toward third. Kuzmanov has time and throws out Laird for the second out. So Kelly now at second base. He moved up on the ground ball. And it'll be Danny Worth, the second baseman.
Danny Worth.
Mariners have scored another run in the bottom of the seventh, so it's now 3-2. So Seattle's coming back in that game. Still batting. Rangers have won. The Angels have won. Good movement on that fastball, tailing away a little bit from Worth. He swings and misses. 2 for 2 with a sacrifice tonight for Worth.
Runner at second base, not really that much of a threat to steal, unlike at first base, so Bowers can go to the much higher leg kick. So much worried about the runner getting a good job. Nobody's holding him close anyway, but pitchers get a lot more power behind it when they have the high leg kick.
That is Don Kelly. He led off the inning. Getting hit by a pitch. Little flare. Shallow right center. Rosales can't get it, and it's going to drop for a hit, and it's going to knock in a run as Kelly comes in to score. 5-0 Detroit. So the hit batter hurts the A's.
Now batting, number 4.
Well, in the first inning, a similar ball hit. Tremendous play made by Cliff Pennington, but this one, Ajay Davis shut it down. The only hope was for Rosales to go out and make the play. He could not. 2-out hit.
Second career RBI for Worth, and he is 3 for 3 in the game.
Last 3 runs scored with 2-out hits.
Adam Everett is 0 for 3 in the ball game. Everett, very good defensive shortstop, struggling offensively so far this season. Slider low to even the count at 2-2. Strike 3 called. Good pitch by Bowers right on the inside corner. A run for the Tigers, so Verlander back to work. He's got a 5-0 lead as we head to the bottom of the 8th. Here's our game summary. It's brought to you by McDonald's. 5-9-0 for Detroit. And lots of zeros for the A's. 0-2-0. Verlander has been obviously very good. 82 pitches through 7 innings. And bottom of the 8th, he will face Cust, Kuzminov, and Chavez. He has retired 9 in a row. Fastball strike on the outside corner. If he gets that pitch, he's going to retire 15 in a row, I'm afraid. The pitch looked like it was up and away. Cust, a foul out to third and a ground out to second. That one off the end of the bat. Jackson comes in. He's not going to get it. He hesitated just a little bit. So Cust has a leadoff single here in the 8th inning.
Big swing by Jack Cust. That will freeze a lot of outfielders, young or old. Break back and very smartly played it for the one hop.
Kuzminov, a pair of fly balls to center field. They need a bunch of base runners. That's a base hit to left field for Kuzminov. Fastball, and he jumped on it. Ball's kicked around in left field by Kelly, but Cust stays at second base. 2 on, nobody out for Eric Chavez.
Kevin Kuzminov getting the fastball and that preload positioning. Able to look for it. Started to swing a little bit earlier and got through the ball for a base hit. Got 10 singles in a row.
Let's keep them coming. First pitch to Eric Chavez. Swing and a miss and a fastball. Chavez a base hit in the 3rd and a ground out in the 5th. Koch the lefty, Perry the righty. Very good Detroit bullpen. And Koch, Perry, Zamaya, Valverde. It's
not fair, is it?
It's one of their strongest areas, the bullpen.
Especially Zamaya in there. Cool night, gonna get warm. Let him pitch.
Breaking ball stays high to Chavez. This will be pitch number 90 from Verlander. Bullpen ERA 2.49. Best in the American League. Adam Rosales in the on-deck circle. Back-to-back hits for the A's to open up the 8th. They have doubled their hit total the last 2 hitters. Bounced over the mound to second for 1. And Cabrera's foot came off the bag. Throw was a little bit wide, so Chavez is safe. Cust to 3rd, so the A's have 1st and 3rd with 1 out.
Kuzminov hustling down to second base kind of caused the throw off balance and offline. Looked like it was hit hard enough that Shawty rolled over on the pitch. Looked like it could be 2, but really hustling hard. And the foot came off the bag and watched Kuzminov go in and throw him a sinker. Put away to the left.
So here's Rosales. Swing and a miss. 98 miles an hour from Verlander.
He's going for the shutout. Pitching that infield back for a double play. He definitely saving a little bit in the tank, you know. High octane premium.
Rosales a fly ball to right and a fly ball to center. 98 again, just a bit high. He was 92, 93 the first 3 innings. And then started creeping up, and now 98 here in the 8th inning. And then a curve. Snaps in for a strike, 1-2. High to left. Don Kelly circles around it near the line. He's got it. Tagging up is Cust, and he will come in to score. So Rosales gets the job done with a sacrifice fly. And the A's are on the board here in the bottom of the 8th inning.
Well, that's the difference of the Tigers not turning the double play. Getting the runner at 3rd and 2 out instead of 1st and 3rd, 1 out. And Adam Rosales, watch this arm by Kelly. He throws to second base, doesn't even attempt with a 5-run lead, but he throws a perfect bullet to second base right on the bat. Maybe he should have tried to get the runner at home.
Wow. Rosales picks up his 15th RBI.
Batting for Rajay Davis.
So we're going to get a pinch hitter.
Number 1, Eric Patterson.
Patterson's going to hit for Rajay Davis here. 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. Patterson strolls in. 4 home runs and 8 runs batted in. In there for a strike. Patterson also has 4 doubles, 2 triples to go along with the 4 home runs. Inside corner, 0-2. So Patterson is going to have to battle now.
Chalk and queued up a little bit. Sense of game. They're sitting on the bench for 7 innings. Hey, grab a bat.
Very close pitch.
And if he says he's a little bit cold, he said, well, you'll warm up when those fastballs come zipping by you.
Fastball, swing and a miss. 98 right past Patterson. So that's how the inning ends, but a run for the A's against Verlander. We head to the ninth, 5-1 Detroit.
tickets. The Giants field level tickets will be available for $5 off for online orders using coupon code BRIDGE, as in the Bridge Series. It's another part of the Perfect Homestand. For details on all of the week's specials and giveaways, go to OaklandAthletics.com/perfect. Well, I'd like to have a perfect finish to the night's game. Only one inning remaining.
Eric Patterson pinch hit for Rajay Davis. And Patterson stays in the game and plays center field. We got a new pitcher, so when it's time for change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change, tune-up, and small experts. Henry Rodriguez. First pitch he throws is lined to center field, and that's a base hit for Austin Jackson. Jackson 2 for 5.
So another multi-hit game. I think it's about 17 for him.
Number 18.
Something like that.
Johnny Damon.
I know it's been quite good for him.
Yeah.
Matt Bosch has almost caught him. He hadn't been here as long.
Jackson coming into tonight, second in the American League in total hits. 53 coming in, so now with 55. That went to the backstop. Jackson will go to second. It's a wild pitch. Johnny Damon is 1 for 3.
Hard breaking ball. Kurt Suzuki has blocked balls tonight in the dirt. Got it down for 4. No chance on that.
The intentional walk to Damon. That happened in the 8th inning with 2 outs. Casper Wells, the next hitter, doubled. Knocked home a pair. Swing and a miss. Damon strikes out. So that's out number 1, top of the night.
Henry's good velocity, of course, the fastball, but there's a breaking ball kind of backed up on Johnny Damon, the outside part of the plate, and flailed at it, trying to protect.
So here's Wells. 2 for 4 with a single and that 2-run double. His first 2 hits as a major leaguer. Jose Valverde, the closer for the Tigers, is starting to loosen up out of the bullpen. .99 miles an hour from Henry Rodriguez. Fastball again at 99, and Wells swings and misses.
Why would you throw him anything else? I took a chance of hanging a breaking ball when you throw a 99.
Toward Pennington, he's going to go to third, and they will get Austin Jackson. A base running mistake by Jackson. So Pennington to Kuzminoff for the second out.
Come
Come here, young man. Nothing needed to be said. He knew what he did. Ball hit hard right in front of him, and he was out with the bad base running. He hesitated momentarily and then realized I got no chance. He's trying to run in between Kuz and Pennington and take one in the back.
Most guys don't like 97, 98 mile an hour fastball if you're a hitter. Cabrera probably does. Oh for 3 tonight with a walk for Cabrera. High and foul. Right field out.
So he's a little late on that fastball, but Cabrera has tremendous power to the opposite field.
Swings and misses at that one. A's will have the top of their order, bottom of the ninth. Pennington, Barton, and Sweeney.
He'd be going out.
Derek Barton is going to have not enough room. Bangs into the padding.
Nobody to help him. He's kind of rich. He knew the photographer's wall is sticking out there, and that's what he ran into with his left leg. Fortunately, it's padded. The photographers could let him go, couldn't they?
Curve, strike 3 call. So nothing for the Tigers. Top of the ninth, and there's your answer, Ray. Verlander heading out, going for the complete game.
Say yes to amazing deals on your favorite Toyotas. See your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota, yes. By Xfinity, the next generation in home entertainment. Now available in the Bay Area and coming soon to the Central Valley. And by Chevy, with a full lineup of award-winning cars, trucks, and crossovers.
Tigers 5, A's 1, bottom of the ninth inning. Verlander looking for his 7th career complete game. He does not have a complete game this year. Pennington, a couple of ground outs and a strikeout. This is pitch number 101 from Verlander. His last 5 starts, his pitch count 125, 121, 120, 118, 119. He is a workhorse. One walk and 4 strikeouts in the game. Hit hard but foul, headed down toward the Tigers bullpen. Blue Jays still leading the Mariners 3-2. That game in the top of the 9th inning. See where Milton Bradley is off the restricted list and playing tonight for Seattle.
I saw that. When you're on the restricted list, that does not go against the 40-man roster, so they did not have to make room to get him back on or do anything with it. It's not like the DL.
No swing, says Jim Reynolds. So a full count. Pennington battling Verlander, trying to get some base runners. High pop-up. Brandon Inge. Infield grass, he's got it, and that's out number 1.
All right, it's time now for the Jeep drive of the game. We just saw him catch a fly ball. How about first run, the home run of the breaking ball back door, Dallas Braden, hoping that, well, maybe it's Comerica Park, because that would have been a home run. Coliseum, the jagged edge, left center. Home run. Put it on the board.
Would have been an out.
That's right.
A long out. Strike to Derek Barton. Barton is 0 for 2. He did walk. Dribbles this one out in front. Verlander flips to first. 2 outs. Early inning, the A's had more than 1 base runner. Was the 8th, and that is when they got their 1 run. It started with back-to-back singles.
Number 21, Ryan Sweeney.
So Sweeney steps in. Verlander takes a little walk. As he tries to wrap this baby up. First pitch fastball, foul back by Sweeney. Sweeney is 0 for 3. So now it's 0-2. Verlander probably try to reach back for a little extra and finish it in style. With the fastball, again foul back. Remember, radio only tomorrow for this series finale. Tyson Ross, Jeremy Bonderman, 12:35 first pitch. Sweeney lays off.
Seems like tomorrow's game should be a Saturday. This feels like a Friday night game.
These 2-game series are messing us all up. So baseball on the radio tomorrow. Slowly hit, and that's going to dribble foul. .113 the pitch count for Verlander.
Well, he's gone this far. I think Jim Leland would say just finish it.
Well, he's a big, strong guy. 6'5", 230 pounds is Verlander. And I don't think he's losing much on his fastball late in the late innings.
He dropped 3 miles from last inning. Throwing 98, struck out Patterson, pinch hitting. That was a treat to pinch hit, get the 98-mile-an-hour fastball.
And now a full count as Verlander staying with the fastball that time. Payoff pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. Verlander stayed with the fastball, and he finishes the game with his 5th strikeout. So it's a complete game for Justin Verlander. He was very, very good tonight. 0-0 game up until the 7th, and that is when the Tigers scored 4 times. They added 1 in the 8th. He's got their long run in the bottom of the 8th. So the first of this short 2-game series goes to the Detroit Tigers by a final score of 5-1. Don't go away. Ace Post Game Live with Mindy Bach and Shooty Babbitt starts right now.